Welcome to Agriculture Technology, your trusted source for everything related to modern farming and agri-innovation. In this video, we're diving into one of the most important questions new and experienced farmers are asking in 2025. What are the best states to start a farm in the U.S. this year? With farmland prices shifting, climate patterns evolving, and government support becoming more accessible, 2025 presents a unique opportunity for those ready to grow crops, raise livestock, or invest in the future of agriculture. But here's the truth: your success as a farmer begins with where you choose to start. So today, we're going to explore that decision in detail, analyzing costs, climates, water access, soil types, market proximity, and more. We'll even highlight 3 of the most promising cities in the country where farming is not only possible, but highly profitable. Whether you're a young first-generation farmer or an experienced grower looking to relocate or expand, this comprehensive guide will help you make informed decisions for a successful farming journey in 2025 and beyond. Let's begin by understanding why this year, in particular, is so important. The agriculture sector in the U.S. is undergoing a massive transformation. Technology is advancing rapidly with the introduction of AI, sensors, satellite-driven soil analysis, and even robotic automation that is reducing labor costs and boosting yields. Meanwhile, consumer demand is shifting toward organic produce, local food systems, and regenerative farming practices. The government is responding too, offering grants, low-interest farm loans, and incentives for conservation, especially for first-time farmers. Add in global food insecurity, rising land values, and the need for climate-resilient farming, and it's no surprise that 2025 is shaping up to be one of the best years in recent memory to launch a farm or expand operations. But remember, not all land is created equal. While some states are rich in resources and opportunity, others are facing serious challenges, like water scarcity, overregulation, or volatile weather. That's why we've researched and analyzed all major factors to help you choose the right state for your farm. The first factor to consider is the cost of land. In 2025, farmland prices range widely across the United States. The national average is about $5,570 per acre for cropland, but in the Midwest, particularly in Iowa, that number jumps to between $8,000 and $12,000 per acre due to soil quality and crop reliability. In contrast, the southern plains states like Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas offer land closer to $2,500 per acre on average. Colorado and parts of Arizona fall into a middle range, offering a balance between affordability and potential. Now let's take a deeper look at Iowa, especially the region surrounding the city of Des Moines. This city isn't just the capital of Iowa, it's also a major hub for agriculture across the entire Midwest. When people talk about the Corn Belt, this is what they mean. The soil around Des Moines is known as some of the most fertile and productive farmland anywhere in the United States. It's rich, dark, and nutrient-packed, which makes it ideal for traditional crops like corn and soybeans. These aren't just guesses or traditions, they are proven choices backed by decades of success in this region. If you're planning to grow staple crops and want predictable yields year after year, Des Moines is one of the most reliable places to farm. The infrastructure in Iowa is another reason why it stands out. Around Des Moines, you'll find well-established agricultural systems, including grain elevators, ethanol processing plants, seed suppliers, and crop storage networks. These are the tools that help a farmer not just grow crops, but get them to market efficiently. That means lower transportation costs, faster access to buyers, and more reliable income streams. You also have access to skilled labor, agronomists, and cooperative extension services that can help you make smarter decisions every season. When it comes to weather, Iowa delivers consistent and predictable growing conditions. From spring through fall, you have a generous growing window, typically from April to October. Rainfall in the region is usually enough to support dryland farming, but many farmers also use irrigation to boost yields, especially during drier years. This balance gives you options, whether you want to stick with natural conditions or maximize every acre with modern irrigation methods. Des Moines also benefits from Iowa's long-standing commitment to sustainable agriculture. Farmers here are supported by multiple USDA programs that make it easier to adopt conservation practices like no-till farming, strip cropping, and the use of cover crops. These methods not only protect the environment and build long-term soil health, but they also help reduce costs and improve profitability over time. The state works hand in hand with farmers, universities, and cooperatives to share knowledge and provide incentives to those who want to farm responsibly. While it's true that farmland near Des Moines tends to be more expensive than land in newer agricultural regions, that price comes with major advantages. You're buying into a mature, profitable, and well-connected agricultural ecosystem. There are fewer unknowns here. Land values remain stable and returns on investment are generally strong. Markets are nearby, whether you're selling grain to local ethanol plants, feed suppliers, or large grain elevators. The region also benefits from proximity to major cities like Chicago, Minneapolis, and Kansas City, which opens up even more market opportunities for your crops. Next, we head west to Greenlee, Colorado, a city located on the High Plains in northern Colorado. If you're a new or budget-conscious farmer looking for affordable land and are willing to adapt to a drier environment, Greenlee might be the opportunity you've been searching for. Compared to farming hotspots like Iowa, land around Greenlee is significantly more affordable, averaging between $2,200 to $2,500 per acre as of 2025. That lower entry cost is especially appealing for small-scale farmers or young entrepreneurs aiming to gradually expand without taking on massive debt. However, with affordability comes a different set of challenges. Greenlee sits in a semi-arid region, which means rainfall is much lower than in the Midwest. Because of this, irrigation is usually necessary to maintain consistent yields. Farmers here often invest in drip irrigation systems, water-efficient practices, or secure long-term water rights to ensure sustainable operations. While this adds complexity, it also opens the door for innovation. For those willing to plan smartly, the payoff can be significant. In terms of crops, Greenlee supports a wide range of options. Traditional crops like wheat, hay, and dry beans are staples in this region, and sugar beets have also remained popular due to established processing infrastructure. In recent years, farmers have begun experimenting with new crops like industrial hemp and high-value vegetables, taking advantage of growing interest in alternative agriculture. With the right setup, you can diversify your production and tap into niche or premium markets. One of Greenlee's biggest advantages in 2025 is its proximity to Denver and other Front Range cities. Urban demand for local, organic, and sustainably grown produce is booming. That means farmers near Greenlee have a large customer base just a short drive away. The state of Colorado is also stepping up support for farmers, especially through grants and education programs targeting young, beginning, and regenerative farmers. Livestock is another major player in the Greenlee region. Thanks to the region's wide open pastures and dry climate, cattle ranching and feedlots are big contributors to the local economy. If you're looking to raise animals rather than crops, Greenlee's infrastructure and market connections make it a strong contender. All things considered, Greenlee offers a low-cost entry point, crop and livestock diversity, and access to growing urban markets. While it requires careful planning and water management, the region presents a great opportunity for new farmers looking to build a future in agriculture with fewer financial barriers. Now let's shift focus to a place that might surprise you, Yuma, Arizona, and the nearby areas in Maricopa County. At first glance, farming in a desert may seem like a difficult or even impossible endeavor. But in reality, this region has transformed itself into one of the most productive agricultural zones in the United States, especially when it comes to winter farming. In fact, Yuma has earned the title of Winter Lettuce Capital of the U.S. because it supplies more than 90% of all the leafy greens consumed nationwide during the winter months. That's an incredible figure and one that speaks volumes about the innovation and adaptability of farmers in this area. What makes farming in Yuma and Maricopa County even possible is a world-class irrigation system. Arizona has built one of the most efficient and carefully managed water delivery infrastructures in the country. Through a combination of canals, drip irrigation, groundwater use, and reclaimed water systems, farmers are able to make the most out of every drop. This efficiency is critical in a desert climate where annual rainfall is minimal, but sunlight is abundant nearly year-round. And that sunshine is a huge asset. It allows for extended growing seasons and the possibility of multiple harvests in a single year. Despite scorching summer temperatures, the region's mild and sunny winters create ideal conditions for cultivating high-value crops like lettuce, spinach, kale, and other greens. But the agriculture here is not limited to vegetables. Farmers in Maricopa County also grow grapes, pecans, dates, citrus, and even cotton. These specialty crops can command high prices in markets, especially when they are harvested during the off-season in colder states. This means Arizona offers farmers a unique opportunity for year-round income and reduced competition. When it comes to farmland prices, the costs can vary widely depending on water availability and how close the land is to major infrastructure. On average, farmland in this region ranges from $4,000 to $6,500 per acre, which is reasonable given the high productivity of the land. Areas with secured water rights or access to the Central Arizona Project Canal System tend to fetch higher prices, but also offer better long-term viability for intensive farming. One of the standout features of this region is its embrace of agricultural technology. Maricopa County, in particular, is home to some of the most advanced controlled environment agriculture (CEA) operations in the country. Think massive greenhouses, hydroponic farms, and precision-controlled indoor growing environments that allow for climate-proof farming. This kind of forward-thinking approach means farmers here aren't just adapting to the desert, they're redefining how farming can work in extreme environments. If you're a prospective farmer who's open to non-traditional strategies and looking for a region that supports innovation, Arizona deserves your attention, especially around Yuma. To help you decide which state truly aligns with your farming goals, let's take a step back and compare all three main contenders, Iowa, Colorado, and Arizona, side by side. Each one offers a very different path to agricultural success, and understanding their unique strengths can help you make the best decision for your situation, budget, and vision. Starting with Iowa, this state is often considered the gold standard for traditional agriculture in the United States. It comes with some of the highest farmland prices in the country, often exceeding $10,000 per acre, but that cost reflects unmatched soil fertility, stable markets, and robust support systems. Institutions like Iowa State University offer world-class agricultural research and resources. If your goal is to grow staples like corn and soybeans at scale with reliable yield and well-established infrastructure, Iowa is hard to beat. It's ideal for farmers who want to plug into a mature and proven system with deep roots in American agriculture. Now let's talk about Colorado, which is the most affordable option of the three. Farmland here can still be found for under $3,000 per acre, especially in the Eastern Plains. This lower entry cost makes it attractive for beginning farmers or those looking to expand acreage without breaking the bank. While the climate is more variable and water availability can be a challenge, the state is rapidly evolving. New technologies in water conservation, soil management, and climate-adapted farming are being implemented. Plus, Colorado is uniquely positioned with access to urban markets like Denver and growing demand for organic and specialty foods. It's a great option if you're looking for a balanced mix of crops and livestock with room to experiment. Then there's Arizona, which offers a completely different but equally promising approach. While land here tends to cost between $4,000 and $6,500 per acre, it's what you can do with that land that really counts. Arizona, especially areas like Yuma and Maricopa County, has carved out a leadership role in winter farming. With some of the most advanced irrigation systems in the country and nearly year-round sunshine, farmers can achieve multiple harvests annually, often of high-value crops like lettuce, citrus, dates, and grapes. If you're prepared to invest in water rights and infrastructure, Arizona offers one of the highest potential returns per acre in the U.S. It's perfect for those looking to farm specialty crops year-round or tap into high-demand produce markets during the winter months when other states can't grow. Ultimately, your decision should come down to what kind of farming you want to do. If you're focused on large-scale row crops like corn and soy, Iowa offers unbeatable soil and systems. If you're after affordability and flexibility with a growing market presence, Colorado might be your best bet. And if you're aiming for high-profit, year-round specialty farming in a controlled environment, Arizona is calling your name. It's also worth quickly mentioning a few other rising stars in 2025. Mississippi stands out for having some of the lowest farmland prices in the country, often under $3,000 per acre, and is great for catfish farms, soybeans, and cattle. Texas continues to be a giant in American agriculture, offering diverse growing regions and strong infrastructure. However, recurring droughts are becoming a bigger concern for long-term sustainability. Florida, meanwhile, is ideal for citrus and tropical fruits and has a huge export market, but frequent hurricanes and pest pressure present ongoing risks that must be managed carefully. In the end, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. The best state to start a farm in 2025 depends on your goals, budget, crop preference, and long-term vision. But with careful planning and smart investment, each of these states offers real, long-term opportunities to build a thriving farming operation. Each of these states has its own personality when it comes to agriculture, and the right fit for you depends on your crops, budget, and lifestyle. No matter where you start, farming is more than just planting seeds. It's a business, a science, and a commitment. In 2025, thanks to the latest technologies, rising market demand, and strong federal support, starting a farm in the U.S. is not just a dream, it's a solid opportunity for those who prepare wisely. We hope this guide helped clarify your options and gave you insights you won't find anywhere else. If you're ready to take the next step,